Alright, driving to Gainesville this morning, going to see my stepdad, and the news of the day is that he has asked for his mandolin, so I'm really excited, but I don't want to get overexcited. I don't know what condition he's in. It does look like he's progressing though, so bringing it down there, and we will see. Is this the change we've been looking for? Is this, because one of the things I was really looking forward to during the recovery process was the day that he recognizes a guitar again, the day that he shows interest in music again, the same way, because I was really nervous that all that talent would be lost. And who knows, who knows what he'll remember, what he won't. This may lead to many frustrations for him, but just that he is showing interest. I haven't seen him in a week and a half, so I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna walk in and find. I'll see if I can film any of it. Just, it might end up just being for my own personal record. But he might be on the road to recovery, so this could be amazing, and hopefully very soon. I still have a bit of a drive ahead of me still, but hopefully this is one of those things we've been waiting for. And after this, I have to go to work, for better or worse. And so no matter what I walk in and have to then deal with, I've got things to do today. So, I can't really hang around too long, but I do want to see him. Yeah, so hopefully this goes well. Wish me luck, right? Alright, we're almost to the hospital. I got a cold in here, so my jacket's on backwards. But I'm nervous. I'm excited. I don't even know what to think. But it'll be soon, so got the mandolin. I'm just, oh God, there's a homeless person walking in. I just got off the highway and we're in the turn lanes, and there's legit somebody with their walker cruising around. That's just dangerous. But I don't know. I'm not gonna get into all that right now. Oh man, I'm so nervous. I'm really hoping this is a good thing. I'm hoping this isn't just some random, like my mom asked for it, not really knowing if he wants it or not. And that, I'm an anxious person, so. Alright. I better get off of this and get back onto the map, just to make sure I don't end up at the wrong building, because there are so many hospitals clustered in this area. And he's like, I guess he's, it's in one of the hospitals that I've been to. It's been a couple of months since I've been there, so we will see which one is that. But this is like one of the worst traffic parts of the day for this area of Gainesville. And, well, Gainesville's always a little bit nuts. Every city is. So, yup, I'll check in pretty soon, because like I said, I really can't hang out long. I do have to go to work, but this is exciting, so it's worth the trip. Like a scratchy throat today. Fun. Alright. Just got out of the hospital, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes ago. Anyway, he was happy to see the mandolin. Unfortunately, his body is not cooperating the way he wants it to. So when he reached for it, it was sad. But he did have a great big, his same sarcastic smile. I loved that. I absolutely absolutely adore that. Really good to see. Really good to see that he's there mentally. The connections are happening. Physically, yeah, he spent 3 weeks in bed. A lot of that in a coma. I apologize for the shaky camera. This vehicle is having issues. I hope to God it's not. The last time I was driving a shaky car that belonged to someone else, I was on this road and one of the tires burst. So y'all are going to be my company right now because the anxiety level is climbing. I'm sure you can see how much, like, you can, I don't know, stuff has been rattling in the back, and it's a little nerve-wracking. But the point is, this is good. Now, he does have collapsed lower left lung, so they're gonna fix that today. He's got a long road ahead of him as far as physical therapy and things like that. He's got a lot of hurdles to overcome. He was trying very hard to talk. Like, you know, when I was chit-chatting with him about stuff, he was trying very hard, but he's got a trach, so he's not getting words past that. And he's one of those people that he's got a very thick southern accent, and it's great to listen to, but when you're trying to lip read something like that, it gets tricky. It gets real tricky. So, you know, I can understand when he says, oh, well, that's fine. Like when I said, you know, that my son wanted to come see him, he said, that's fine. And, you know, but to know that he's in there now, I'll bet he's a little ticked off, happy but ticked off, because he did tell my mom that if something like that were to happen, to pull the plug and be done with it, because he didn't want to be in this condition. But none of us wanted to do that, and it wasn't pulling a plug, it would have been stopping the feeding tube. But anybody who's ever been in that situation or worked in medical knows that you don't just pull a plug unless it's, you know, like, I don't know, their ventilator. I guess you could, I'm feeling like there'd still be multiple plugs, but it's a lot more complicated than that. But still, we'll call it pull the plug. He did say, just let me go. And she said, nope. But I'm of the same mindset. If something happens to me, do not let me rot in a coma or a vegetative state. I will haunt your ass when I do get to die. Because, I mean, come on. Like, what good am I to anyone at that point? I would be a burden, and I'd be unhappy. And, I mean, unless I'm lucky enough to have no mental capacity. But even then, I think there's some level of awareness even in comatose patients, because I mean, how many times do you hear about someone coming out of a coma and saying, oh yeah, I remember that conversation happening around me weeks ago, and you're like, wait a minute, you weren't supposed to know anything. And it's not something someone could have told them after they've gone through the stages of regaining consciousness. And anyway, point is, that was a good visit. I didn't film anything because he's he's in a vulnerable state right now, and I didn't want to embarrass him. Like, if I were like that, I don't think I'd want somebody cruising in, filming me, and then posting it online. But if my mom sends a photo later, I'll put that in, you know. But she's got to get a photo of him smiling, which isn't hard. All you say is, Brownie, smile, and he smiles, and you take a picture, boom, done. So I'm sure she'll send that to me later, and I'll throw it in. On my way to work now. Oh, and I keep getting texts, one after another, and it's from a quote-unquote friend of mine. So he's been a family friend for a long time, but he's, well, figuring out his life. Well, aren't we all always figuring out our lives? Like, isn't that a continual process? I guess. Anyway, yeah, so going to work. Gonna mess around with some paint, baseboards, maybe countertop. We'll see. We'll see when we get there, right? But other than that, fog has cleared. It's gone. And I'm definitely happy I made the trip. Yeah, I lost a few hours of work today, and that sucks, but let's be honest. There have been more clearly defined points in my life than there are right now. If that, I know that's a little diluted of a statement, but I just I feel a little, what's the word? How do I want to phrase this? I feel a little bit like I'm not valued. Yeah, that's about right. And I work really hard. So to not feel valued in this situation, yeah, sure, I could walk. But it's not like I have something lined up for tomorrow. And I need to get on that. I need to get my cards, my new cards printed up and get those distributed and get things moving around up here so that when I run into this situation again, because I inevitably will, I can move on to a job where somebody will actually be happy to have me there doing the work at the price I'm doing it at. Because, good God, she's saving so much money, and I've already gone over it with her, and she's like, oh no, thank you, I appreciate all your hard work. Well, then pay me, you know, like, legit, pay me. Alright, I'm gonna stop bitching. I'm alive. I can walk, I can talk, I can breathe. I woke up this morning, tired as hell, but I knew I was tired as hell. Oh, this traffic. Yikes. It's like, there should be no traffic right now. There I am, complaining again. Look at that. Man, didn't even get 10 seconds.